Hey guys, thanks for listening again. Mr. Christmas here with our next little video. So we're making a little ring and we've got it here. It's ready to join, looking beautiful. We've got a nice join there. Okay, but before we do, a few little things. So safety, you've got to have your glasses and they've got to be actually on your eyes. Okay, so that's, and your hair tied up because we don't want it getting burnt here now. So that's ready to go. A few of the little tools and different materials we need. So we need heat. There's three main ingredients that we need. We need heat, which is going to come from our little torch here, which you've seen before. We need a stuff called flux. Now that's in this pot and it's a white paste, and we're going to put that right on the join here. So I've got this thing here, it's called a pick. It's a soldering pick. It's made out of tungsten. The solder doesn't stick to it, which is good. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put a little bit on the inside. Might even just sort of use my fingers to open a bit of a gap and just pop it in there. Beautiful. So that's called flux. Now what flux does is it shows the solder it directs the flow of the solder to go where it needs to in the join. Now this is solder here, this little skinny wire here, that's called solder. It's made out of silver and a whole lot of other things. It melts at a lower temperature than the ring, which is how we're going to, it's made that way so it doesn't melt your work while you join it. This is called easy solder. It's on a little tag here, easy solder. Easy solder has a particularly low melting point, so in a minute I'll put some on there and you'll see it suck in as we do the soldering. So we've got heat, we've got flux, and we've got solder. They're the three elements that we put on. So I've put my flux on so I can move the pot out of the way. Now I've got some tweezers here, and I'm going to hold the ring upright, not like that. I'm going to hold the ring upright like that so that I can actually see exactly what I'm doing. I've got really good line of vision to my ring. So I just zoomed him in up there a little bit so it's hopefully a bit easier for you to see. I'll just back it off while I cut some solder up. So the solder, which I was talking about, is this really skinny wire. Now a rule of thumb which I work on, if my ring, in this case it's about 4mm wide, then I'm going to use a piece of solder about 4mm long. So the length of the join, what I work on, is roughly the length of the little tiny piece of solder that I'm going to cut to do the join. Okay, I just had to get some snips. Now I'm using these are just good wire snips, and I'm going to cut the little tiny piece like that and pop it near my ring. Okay, there he is, and I'm just going to do another couple extra ones in case something goes wrong. Sometimes it doesn't suck into or fuse into the right spot and you need another one, so that's all good. It's nice to have a little bit of extra solder in case we need it. Zoom back in. Okay, that's actually quite decent there. I'm going to light my torch, got my glasses on. If you've got long hair, it's got to be tied up. Okay, flame, got a nice gentle, just a nice flame like that. Now I'm left-handed, so I'm holding the torch in my left hand, and I'm going to hold my soldering pick, this thing, in my right hand. I'm just going to melt that little ball, solder, into a little ball, and I'm picking it up with the end of my pick. That's why it's called a pick. Okay, so I've just melted it into a little ball. It's just on the end there, and it's good to go. Now I'm going to get a bit of warmth into my ring, both sides evenly, because wherever the heat is, your solder's going to go. So the solder is attracted by heat and by flux. So wherever we put that flux, it'll go, and wherever it's the most hot, it'll go. So I'm just going to pop the ball right on the, oh, it sucked in pretty quick that time. That's actually soldered, but I'm going to do one more little one, and that's beautiful. And you can see, you would have seen on the video, it sort of pulls its way in, sucks its way into the little joint. Turn my torch off, and that's good to go. Now the green is just a bit of flux, and that's going to get eaten off. I'll put it in a little acid cleaning bath, and that'll get eaten off, so that's all good. So then I've just got to, because it's hot, I'm just going to quench him in my water pot here. Give him a bit of a shake, and now at that point then I can hold him, so he's got that muck on there, but that'll be clean. But it's a beautiful strong join, which is exactly what I want. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learnt something. Good on you.